Hello everyone, hope you are doing great, and in this video we are going to go through creating bottom navigation tabs. So before we begin this thing, let's go through what is page list and how it works. And there are these three things that we are going to go through in this video. First is what is page list, second is page list scroll on bottom button click, and the third one will be the changing of the color on the basis of color of the icon on the basis of the click of the button. So first of all, what is a page list? So let's say you have these two pages, and now you want to connect these two pages in a format that is going to be kind of look like this. So let's say if this thing is a mobile phone, and then these two are the pages, and I want to connect these two pages in a form of a list. So this is how it will look like. So there would be these two pages, different two pages, then we will connect those two pages inside a list, and this is called a page list. So currently it will, if you will scroll this list, it will scroll horizontally, and it can even scroll in a vertical format, up and down. So this is what a page list is exactly. So if we talk about our second objective of today's video is to scroll a page list on the button click. So what it means is, let's say there are two buttons on the bottom, and these buttons are not necessarily needs to be on the bottom. They can be on the top, they can be on the side, or up and down on anywhere. So basically what is going to happen is in this button, whenever I will click on this button, what we are going to see is we are going to scroll this list on the click of this button. So, and the last one will be on the button. Whenever I will press that button, we are going to change the color of that icon. So that's what we are going to go and do this thing. So yeah, and finally if we will look onto what it looks like, so this is the bottom navigation, and these are like 5 buttons in it, and over here we are showing that on the click of a button, the color of this icon has changed from light gray to a black. So that's what we are going to do in today's video. Let's start by creating a new page. Add new page, let's bring it over here. And for creating a page list, what we are going to do is, let's create a rectangle, right click it, convert to page list, and make it full screen like this. Let's make it full screen, and go to add pages to page list, drag it, drop it, drag it, drop it. So we are taking these two pages which we are going to see how they both scroll. Press done, and now let's connect this, open it up with this page. Go over here, home page 8, new page 8, because it is called 8, new page 8. So this is what we have done. We already have a mobile application. Let's just do hot reload, open it up. So we have it. So right now it is in the vertical format. Let's make it horizontal. For that, let's just make it is horizontal scroll, do a hot reload. Now it is horizontal. Okay, so now let's go and do our second thing. We are going to scroll this page list based on the button click. So for that, let's create two buttons over here. First of all, let me just create a kind of like a panel kind of a thing. And let's just create two buttons like this. I will give it a shadow and remove the border. Let's do the same for it as well. Border, remove, shadow given. So we have these two. So now what we are going to do is we are going to right click, edit in BlupLightning, new page 8. We have this thing. And what else we need is we need this page list, add it in BlupLightning. This is how it looks for the page list. And now we need on click and we have to change the index of this page. So we have to pass in the index for change. So what we are going to do is we are going to say let's call an integer, and let's say use run trigger, go on click, remove set state, let's make it 0, and this output is going to be passed inside the page index like this. And similarly we will do similar kind of a thing for this second item, second button. For it we are going to make it 1. We are going to use on click and pass this output inside the page index. So now let's hot reload. So these are the two buttons. Whenever I will press on them, they will change. These are not visible, so let's make them visible. Let's change its color a little bit, or let's give it a border. Both of them, let's give them border, increase their border a little bit so that they would be visible. Okay, hot reload. So now they are visible. Let's just make them a little smaller. So as you can see, we have these two buttons on which on press we go here and there. 0, 1. So okay, so we have done that. So the last thing that we have to do is changing the color of the icon of the button. So let's put icons over here. For that, let's go to widget library and choose an icon. Let's put two icons. Let's just put them over here. We can make them full screen as well if you want, like not full screen but wrapping this whole button. Let's change it to, what should we change it to? Let's make it this. Let's increase its width. Bring it over here. We have to do the same thing for it. Let's give it this, increase its size. Hot reload. So these are the two icons we have over here. So let's give them color. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to go inside the BlupLightning. And let's remove these things, and we can use the on click inside these icons directly from them. So for that we can just pass this thing directly inside it. And finally we have this property called on page scroll. So this, what it does is it gives us the current page index of the scrolled value. So now what we have to do is we have to change its color. So go inside the icon, inside the edit, you see this color property. Similar for this, we are going to change this color property. So let's call color. So right now we need two colors. One is active color and one is non-active color. So let's make non-active color a little like grayish, and an active color red or something like that, something darkish red, or we can just make it black, would be way better. Gray and black. Okay, cool. So now we can pass these colors inside this rectangle based upon when which index is clicked. So what we have to do is we have to put an if else statement, and this will ask if this index is 0 or not for the first one. Let's check for equal. integer is equal to. So for that is equal will go inside the condition like this. We need a and b. For the a, we can say it to be 0. We are checking if it is 0 or not, and the b we are going to get from over here, from the current page index. And now if it is true, if it is 0, then we are going to say okay, make it selected. If it is false, then we are going to say make it deselected. So let's do this. And similarly, but it needs a run function. So for the run, we are going to call this thing and going to pass inside this run statement. So just take this and pass it inside the run. Similarly, we just need to do this same thing for the below this bottom icon. So just select all of them, copy and paste. Take this output, pass it inside the color, and from 0 it needs to be 1. And for the run, we need to pass from over here. And we need to pass this value inside the b of this this checking condition. That is it. So now what we have to do is hot reload. Go over here, and whenever I will press on this button, it becomes black. If I will press on this, it will become black. And if I will scroll this thing, then it will become black as well, depending on where I am going. So what we have done right now is we have made it opposite in a direction. As 0 is become 1, 1 is become 0. So it is not working in that format. So what we can do is we just have to change these numbers. So make it 1, make this 0. Similarly over here, make it 1, make it 0. Hot reload. Zero, 1, 0, 1. If I am over here, it will become black. If I am over here, it will become black. So that's how it works. So right now you might even see that there are 3 pages over here. So what we can do is, because as by default it has 3 and you can change it to 2. Let me just find it. Item count from 3, just make it 2 and hot reload. So now we have 2 items, and that's how it works. That's it. Thank you everyone for joining us in this video tutorial. If you have any queries, any questions, you can comment them and we will be happy to help. And thank you. Have a great day.